On the table today at SquirrelStampede, it's Rainbow Friends Action Figures Series 1 from PhatMojo to review. Oh boy, I've been wanting to find some Rainbow Friends action figures. They're tricky to find. We're here on Series 1, but I think Series 2 might already be dropping somewhere. They don't always hit the States first, so we're always behind on Rainbow Friends. But we'll catch up today with Series 1 figures, also the School Bus 8-pack, some interesting minifigures in there, and I might dabble and create my own Rainbow Friends action figures since they are so slow to release. I will make my own. Guess who it will be. So follow along as we go through some colors, see if you can find your favorite, and we will assemble the Rainbow Friends team.
SquirrelStampede! Please like, share,
and Squirrel Live.
Shall we say we start with a happy blue? Not really sure how two blues can be happening at once. And I'm not really sure how I ended up with two happy blues from Series 1. I went over on Amazon and I tried to order blue and a happy blue, and I just realized now that they're both happy the last few weeks sitting in my office staring at me. But that's not too big of a deal as we had already seen just regular drooly blue. Actually came with the giant blue head pack from PhatMojo, so we're looking at blue here. We're looking at happy blue. Confused yet? I'm a little confused. And so blue is our first encounter with a rainbow friend. Lots of easiness with blue. You usually just hide, listen for his tummy troubles, that sort of thing. Collect them all. Series 1, blue, green, scientist, happy blue, all available. And Series 2 is just right around the corner, I believe, with orange and yellow and blue and red. Again, they just love doubling up at PhatMojo. I'm still having even the toughest time finding Series 1 as it is, so you see them, grab them. Okay, blue, what do we got inside you? It didn't sound right. And happy blue, out of pack. Blue's got such a Kermit the Frog face, doesn't he? But he's in blue and not green. These figures are pretty fun though. They're very basic, but they're fun. You got articulated shoulders, heads, and hips. Very simple, but they stand well and they look what you would expect from game. Maybe a little blocky-like. Yeah, blocky-like. They're not as I don't know, they're a little more scary, roundy in the game, right? So I wouldn't say wait, what's that? Oh, number 5? Seriously? That was hideous! Was that a number 5? Okay, well back to blue here. Yeah, so these figures kind of have an overly perfectness to them. They're not as lumbering and menacing as we see in game. But they're still fun. They're still fun and pretty sturdy. So we have a special surprise. Let's take a look at that. I'm guessing one of Red's blocks. And I think that's the box the player hides in Oddworld, or what is it again? ODD? I don't know, I should know. I spend enough time hiding in that box the whole game. The game's perfect for me. I love to hide in things. So you get a solid little box there as your mystery surprise. Shall we take a look at probably everyone's favorite? Green. Well, not everyone's. Everyone has a different fave, I bet. Green is here, and wow, did they do green pretty well in figure form. Look at that noodly dude. Has a tongue feature, mystery accessory, and a pretty cool image on the back of the pack. Let's get green out and racing. What? How did... No! Ah! We are having some weird technical difficulties on set today. Ah! What? I think we just died. How did that happen? How did we die in a toy review? We're not supposed to die in a figure review. Can we go back to where we tried to open green? Okay, there's green. I'm feeling a little better this time. Wow, what a figure. I can't place anything that ever resembles something like this before. So there's the green figure, very noodly for sure, and that's kind of Green's thing, kind of like a giant sock floaty puppet, air machine type of creature, right? Opening and closing tongue. Ooh, that's a really cool feature. Let's get in closer. We have working gears inside his throat, so when you flip back his head, and I love how those teeth are grooved together, when you flip back the head, the gears then rotate and push out that tongue. That's either super genius design or so simple, it's perfect. I would not throw like a carrot in there though. He might just chop it up and break down those gears. So green here can be a little tricky to stand. I got him on his flat rounded feet right now. Sometimes he wants to lean forward. I guess if you get those arms nice and straight down, he's okay. You have him forward, he's gonna kind of tip forward, and then you can kind of hold him up on his front arms. So whatever you'd like to do. He is definitely noodly. Oh, there you go. Balance by placing one arm forward, one arm back. We've got articulation at those elbows. Obviously head no rotate because of the opening and closing jaw, and then hips that turn. Nothing really there in knees or anything. It's just perfect though. It's one of those figures that you could totally put on your desk and be happy. Like every morning he's like, hey, how's it going? So he's quite cool. I like how they turned out green there. And he's scaled just a little bit taller than blue by an inch. What do we got for height right now? These figures are basically a 5-inch figure series, 5 to 5.5 inch characters. And green has a surprise in a box. What could it be? Maybe this time it's a block, although it almost feels like another box. You never know what you're gonna get with PhatMojo. Oh, it's purple. Wow, I've only seen purple encountered a few times in game, and every time it's terrifying. He comes out of that vent, so we don't exactly know exactly what he looks like, but sometimes PhatMojo tries to tell us. There's purple. Wow, that's actually a really cool piece. It was funny because it was almost identical in scale to this box, but you can feel the bars there of the vent, and so you knew it was going to be different. But purple and a character box to hide in. And finally, for the figures, we're going to take a look at Red, of course, our first encounter friend in the shadows who tries to tell us to do things, which I don't know are good or bad. Kind of ant-like. Series 1 Red here, the scientist. Back of the box picture, happy blue. Funny, again, I can't believe I got the same blue. I did not notice that till today. So let's get Red out of pack. Oh no, it's happening again. What did I do to deserve these malfunctions today? So let's try opening that again. And here we have Red this time for sure. Red's really basic here, not much going on figure form. Head rotation, blocky body. I almost thought we could reach out his shoulders for a second, but they're just on rounded 360 hinges. And we could sit him down if we wanted to. Not the best on Red there. He's too tall. Something's going on with Red that I don't like. It's like they rushed the production on him. But if you're trying to collect all official characters in action figure form, you're probably going to want to check out a Red there. What do we have for interesting surprises? It's gonna be a fuse, one of Red's fuses. See if we can get him to hold it. There we go. So obviously an important character to collect for the series, just not really the most exciting figure, especially after we just saw the amazingness of green. And again, this should be the same blue on the back of the box here, maybe in a lighter tone. Let's check the tones here. Yeah, this one has kind of a more, just a little bit brighter. So it's possible there's going to be a different bluish color to the actual figure, and you'll get some mystery item, probably that block I keep saying. So now let's go take a ride on our field trip to the Hemlock Hills roller coaster park, or whatever that's called. We're at the Rainbow Friends School Bus mystery figure pack from PhatMojo, and you can see up front we've got blue and green, red, and who is that? So it's an 8-pack in here. It's a fun pack to look for. Found this just before the end of Christmas over at Target. So if you're looking for these, I usually find them at Target. They have quite a bit of them. And to open up, how are we going to get into this bus without ruining it? I don't want to ruin this beautiful package. It's really kind of fun looking. I'm going to try the back side. Ah, preserved in perfectness. Oh, they're so solid. But if you're careful, you could repackage back into that bus. Okay, who's visible? We've got a red with probably a green fuse there, as we had seen a previous red with a purple fuse, I think. That was from the big giant blue head again, the multi-pack. There's green, noodly as ever, and we saw a previous green again in the giant the giant big blue head pack, and he was brighter green. This one's a darker green, how funny, and a little more spirally on those arms. We've got a Cyan, which I have not really encountered yet. I've only gone through the first couple days of chapter 2. I think you see him in night 4 of the second chapter, if I got that right. So I have not encountered a Cyan yet, so I don't really know what Cyan's gonna do to me. What was our other visible? Was it this one? Yeah, that was it. I think that was our other visible. Another blue there, and we pulled a couple other blues. This was from the giant blue head pack, and this one was from the giant blue head pack. So we've seen those two before. So I think so far the best pull would be Cyan for sure, as we've seen mini blue miniature, and red here is almost identical to this red, well, a little bit different. And I don't like the green. I don't like the darker green on this one. I like this green color, it's brighter. So I'm gonna give the award to Cyan for the moment. But now we've got 4 more to open. Who could they be? Who could they be? All right, our first mystery figure pack. It's gotta be yellow, huh? Ah, yellow! Have I encountered yellow yet before? I feel like I have and I haven't at the same time. It's been a while since I've gone through chapter 2. Yellow's got the helicopter on the back. Maybe, should we try to make a yellow today? I don't know. Who are we gonna make in our clay? Yellow holding onto a purple box. Very pointy yellow is. So we're adding in some good color now to the collection. We just need like a purple or an orange. Something to brighten up the vivid spectrum. Well, look at there. It's another blue. Wow, he's almost identical to the blue that was in the driver's seat. I mean, there's not much difference. In fact, I've already got them confused who I opened up first and who was the mystery figure pack. Kinda don't really like how PhatMojo often takes one character and really gives a ton of them. Especially in a series like this where you really want to see other colors. I don't need 100 blues. But I guess if you're a blue fan, there you go. Another blue. So now we're looking for another. Got 2 more bags left already. Going quickly. Okay, this has got to be an orange. Ah! Oh, orange. Nothing more silly sinister when Orange gets out of his cave, runs down those jagged paths, and just gets you. Usually pretty easy to avoid Orange. I've only got hit once, and it was just because I was kind of like, what? How do you get hit by an orange? That's not bad. Pretty good color. And all of these today have been standing pretty well. And that's not always the case with these minifigs from PhatMojo. Sometimes they get a little tipsy. Last one, and it's another red. Well, at least we're collecting red with all his fuses. I think those are fuses. If they are not, let me know. I'm just assuming fuses. Now we have red. Red with a green fuse, red with a yellow fuse, and red with a purple fuse. So there you go with that collection. Alright, so out of the PhatMojo minifigs are my favorite today. I think it's going to be Cyan. Probably kind of rare. You don't see Cyan very often, so that's a really cool pull. And the green's growing on me with the noodly arms. Just not the vibrant color as this green that kind of gets me, but those eyes are really funny. Orange is awesome and welcome, and so is yellow there. How did that guy get in there? And then the blues. There's way too many blues already to collect, so there you go, those figures of Mini from PhatMojo. So because these figures are so simple from PhatMojo, I thought maybe I could make my own while we wait for Series 2 to appear on shelves. And I think it should be easy. I picked up a few colors. I've got purple here, but I don't think we really could make purple. Where did purple go? Is that a purple? We don't really know what purple looks like exactly, so we can't really go with purple. I think maybe we could do a yellow, but I don't have a helicopter attachment. So let's try to make our own orange Maction figure. What's a Maction figure? I was gonna read magic. Model magic I found. Thought would be perfect for making an orange. So let's go make an orange. This stuff's really weird. It's kind of floamy. Ugh, kind of tear apart. Oh, sorry about that, Red. I don't think I've ever encountered a substance like this before. You'd think we would have inside maybe Treasure X and or Smashers. So let's see here. Orange is just great. What does orange really look like? So if I were to make my very own orange action figure that would go to PhatMojo's designs, you're gonna kind of make like a little gator orange newt alligator suit thing and then add some legs and arms and some eyes, right? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so I'll start by taking half of this out because I'll need some for arms and legs. This will be his main body and head. And then I'll roll this into a ball. Might not have been the best clay choice. I was looking for something low cost, yet still moldable, and nothing I had to stick in the oven. And so this is what I found at Hobby Lobby. I was like, okay, we'll do that. Anyhow, so I'm gonna start with this. There he is, it's orange, everybody. Yay, we did it. No. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Oh, he's way too big for the action figure scale, right? Let's take out a little bit more. He's gotta be, maybe add a little bit back in. Okay, That's a good size, I'm liking that. Okay, so he's kinda hunched over, right? He's like hunched over. There we go, I like it. This is my orange. This is exactly how the orange action figure is going to look like. Then we're going to make some sort of nose on the front of him. And keep in mind, eyeballs would go on top. And then, oh boy, this is much harder than I thought it would be. Now we're going to make some arms and legs. So there's a leg. This is exactly what you'll see from Series 2 PhatMojo. I'll help him out by giving him a SquirrelStampede start. And there's his legs. Looking good, orange is looking good. And then we'll go with some arms. He's got some noodly arms, really thin arms, kind of bent. There we go. One more. This is the perfect material though. It feels exactly like what a Rainbow Friend character would feel like. There we go. Orange is looking good. He needs some feet though. Let's get some feet on him. And I'm going to just kind of make them little rounded feet like this and then break them apart maybe into little toes. There we go, there's a foot. Got it. And we'll do it again. I don't think I have any white. Do I have any white? I might have like Play-Doh to make white out of. Okay, there we go. And hands are kind of the same thing. If this is going to haunt you in your dreams, I think I've accomplished it. I'm just going to make little fingers like that. Real sculpting takes hundreds of hours, I think I'm finding out. And okay, everybody, we're getting near our orange. I'm gonna go get some white. I believe I have some white Play-Doh. Hang on. Here's some white, and we'll find out really shortly if it's okay to combine Play-Doh with Crayola Model Magic. Put a couple eyeballs. There's an eyeball. That's the orange again. There's the white. And I don't have black, so I'm just gonna use a marker. I hope this works. He's got kind of like these little triangle eyes. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it kind of does. Not really. So you can't draw on clay. So I'll just cheat. I'll use a little bit of blue on those. They're kind of like little triangle eyes. You gotta like smash them in there and do this with this side. And so, ladies and gentlemen, do not wake up Orange from his cave. Do not. Alright, let's stick to the toy review, SquirrelStampede. There we go. There's a red, orange, green. Come on, stand up, green. Get that arm back. Tricky balancing green. And blue. So I was able to make the 5th figure. Oh, that's scary. That's actually really, really scary. You thought the game was scary. This is what's scary. These hands are starting to look kind of cool. Oh, I forgot to add a tail. Yeah, I got to add a tail on there. So let's place a tail back there. Does that help Orange a little bit? Mine has great articulation in the shoulders, by the way. It's very noodly, and I can stand on my feet and back tail now without completely falling over. Plus, I can give Orange some great looking facial smiles. Very nice looking.
So I was telling the chef I was telling him we could really use some chocolate acorns in the cafeteria.
Oh, that would be nice.
And so, oh, what is that?
It looks like someone threw up orange all over the table.
Yikes! SquirrelStampede should stop playing with this food.
It's food? Orangey.
It's like Orange spent too much time in his cave and then ate a lot of characters under boxes and eventually became this. Well, we're gonna help you off stage, Orange, and maybe get you some rehabilitation because yikes. Well, there you go with what we found today. Series 1, Rainbow Friends, PhatMojo. Pretty interesting figures. I wish they could just get more out faster. They're so slow, and then you get repeats of blue, and it's just like, I want more colorful friends in action figure form. But we'll take what we can get. The minifigs kind of help out by giving us more character pieces. So lots of fun today with Rainbow Friends. Are you a superior squirrel watcher? I still don't know what that really means. It's winter. I'm trying to build some sort of contest. But if you put in the comments, I'm a superior rainbow squirrel watcher, then maybe I'll just jot that name down, and towards the end of winter, I might just pull someone out of the hat as a winner of a t-shirt because they had placed the most superior rainbow squirrel watchers in there. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, squirrelib, squammet your favorite Rainbow Friends character, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that.